Hello, and welcome to today's session on Sage for Accountants. My name is Sana, and I'm part of the Design and Education team, and I will be taking you through the session today. Let's start by looking at the agenda. This is what we will cover off in this session. What is Sage for Accountants? Key features, a product demonstration, rewards, and lastly, support and training. What is Sage for Accountants? Sage for Accountants provides a unified workflow for accountants and bookkeepers and their small business clients in a single experience, centered around a complete view of your clients. This creates a vibrant ecosystem of Sage and partner apps to enable winning new clients, data automation, bookkeeping, payroll, compliance, and advisory services. A set of game changing client collaboration tools leverage automation to transform this critical relationship. Cloud workflows means you can take control of MTD, automate data capture to tax submissions, and work in harmony with your clients. Sage for Accountants. Accounting has moved beyond data entry and record keeping. It is now about automation, analysis, and advice. At Sage, we want to take the hard work away from manual everyday tasks and elevate the important work that accountants and bookkeepers who are better able to serve their clients through things such as pricing consistency, effective management of scope, and delivery of a set of best in class services. We're going to do this by introducing active practice management from proposal to profitability, from winning new clients through competitive pricing and seamless, successful onboarding, right through to managing the efficiencies and profitabilities of their practice. We will achieve this through process and system automation to apply actionable insights from capture to compliance and from proposal to profitability. The launch of Sage for Accountants, our new application for managing all clients in one place, is the latest proof point on the journey to transforming accounting practices, enabling accountants to manage all of their Sage clients in a single place, regardless of which products or services they deliver. Problems and challenges. We'll make a start by looking at some of the main points that Sage for Accountants will be able to resolve for you. Accountants are being forced to evolve your ways of working with the advent of making tax digital for income tax self assessment. It is a constant battle to meet deadlines, stay on top of your compliance, and steer long term direction for the firm. Understanding the cost per client is a challenge because products are billed separately and commercial models are all different. Also, it is difficult to attract, engage, and onboard new clients. It's also hard to get a single view of the truth working across multiple systems. Practices want one view of their client in one place. Logging in and out of different systems with different sets of credentials is annoying. They should simply just work together. It is a challenge moving duplicate data between systems, and it is a waste of valuable time that can be put to better use. Managing who has access to what information is a challenge both for employees and clients. And finally, workflows can be filed with friction. Importing and exporting key information is all manual. Evolving problems into solutions. Sage can enable and empower accountants and bookkeepers in practice to solve problems with smart solutions delivered via a connected and seamless experience. Today, Sage has a relationship with thousands of accountants in the UK, which in turn gives us access to millions of small businesses. For these small businesses to be successful, they need to have strong business acumen, commercial management, and financial control. Your role is critical to this, Accountants and bookkeepers are the role models for how to run a successful, profitable business whilst maintaining 100% compliance. Therefore, it is our mission at Sage to place you at the heart of what we do and build intuitive solutions that meet and exceed your needs. Sage for Accountants is how we reinvent how accountants work in partnership with Sage and how they can collaborate with Sage and their clients to deliver active end to end practice management. Key features. Key features of Sage for Accountants. Let's look at each one in a little more detail. Win and onboard clients. Don't let opportunity and profit slip away with proposal and engagement letters from Go Proposal. You can access a 1 month free trial. You can send professional proposals to secure more business, price consistently, and automate engagement letters to close deals on the spot. Manage clients. Organize all your clients in one place, collaborate with your team, and access client work in a click so you can never miss a deadline or a client opportunity. Get work done for clients. There's one end-to-end workflow and no more manual paper chasing. Auto entry for data capture, accounting, payroll, and HR for everyday bookkeeping and reporting. Compliance for final accounts and tax. Keep clients' tax returns and MTD ready. You can work on live client information from data capture to tax submissions. Give advice. We equip you with the advisory tools, reporting, and insights to give you live advice in real time so you can direct your clients' growth with confidence. Get advisory tools and expert advice on hand. Give clients informed direction that grows small business profits. Get rewards. Pay as you go, save as you grow with loyalty points that help you earn rewards and get your discounts that grow with you, as well as free subscriptions for your practice worth up to £62 per month, where we give you Accounting Plus, we give you Sage Business Cloud Payroll with 50 employees. All of this is equivalent to £62 per month. Let's now have a look at the product demo. Let's start by signing up for Sage for Accountants. It is a simple 3-step process. Step 1 will be to set up your account. So you'll need to enter in your first name, your last name, email address, as you can see, it is very clear that signing up to Sage for Accountants is free. There are key benefits listed. You can also see the summary of what is included in Sage for Accountants when you sign up. And once you are ready, click Continue to Practice. Step 2, you'll need to enter in your practice name and information. We will ask you for a telephone number, but this isn't required. And also the number of employees in your practice. You will need to add in a registered address. And then choose whether this is the same as your billing address. Continue to the next section. So that is step 3, which is payment setup. Firstly, you need to accept the terms and conditions, which you can view. And then you can choose between a credit or a debit card or a direct debit payment. For your credit or debit card, we would need your cardholder name, the number, the expiration date, the security code, and continue. You will then be launched into Sage ID. This will pull through your email and name, and it will ask you to set up a password. You will then select Sign Up We will then ask you for a verification code that will be sent to your email address to enter in whilst you're creating this password. And once this is complete, it will take you into Sage for Accountants itself. You will need to accept the cookies recommendation settings before continuing. When you launch the product for the very first time, you will be greeted with a product tour. To start the tour, click the button, and that will then take you through these key areas. You'll learn how to add a new client folder, your client list, client record, opening subscriptions, and managing subscriptions. You can go through each section in your own time. Let's see how easy the product tour is. I'm going to click on Go to Section 1. This will then take you through 7 steps. The first section is adding a client folder. The next is introducing folders, naming the folders, adding a client, entering in your client details, and viewing your client in the list. You can then go back to the main menu to continue or exit the tour by clicking Exit Tour. Going back into the menu takes you on to Section 2, where you will just work through the client list. If you wanted to skip the tour, you can just click Close the tour. And that will then take you into the client list itself. The first action for all new users is to add the very first client folder. This allows you to group related organizations, individuals, and contacts into one place. Let's look more closely at the client records in the Client Management app. Once you've added a folder, you can then add clients to that folder. To do this, click New Client Folder and give it a name. To start adding a client, the first choice to make is whether that client is an organization or an individual. An organization is a client, usually a business that the practice does work for. You will see an asterisk next to any required details. I will start by entering the organization. We will enter auto recovery here as a sole trade, and the trading name is the same as the organization name. I will also add an email address. I will skip the address section and enter their financial year end. However, if you have all of their details available, it's best to add them to have a more complete record. Once you are happy with the information entered, click Save. We'll now add another organization by clicking Add an Organization. For the demonstration purposes, let's assume Auto Recovery has another company, Auto Centre UK. We would like to act for them as well, but we don't as of yet. So we can add their details as a contact so that when we do sign the contract with them, you can get going straight away as all the details will be already entered in the client list. Add clients. Let's add an individual contact by clicking Add an Individual. Everything with an asterisk is mandatory. The minimum required here is first, Harry, and last name, Downing. Then choose whether this individual is a client or a contact. A client is someone you do work for, such as self-assessment. You will be able to enter their compliance details. Contacts have basic details and you cannot add products to them. To save this individual as a contact, select the right option and click Save. We have successfully created our first client record. Once we close out of here, we'll be able to see the record in the client list. Add subscriptions. The subscription tile allows you to view and manage the client's subscriptions and view any reports you may have. You can add subscriptions for accounting, payroll, and compliance. To add a new subscription for this client, select Manage Subscriptions. We can now see what subscriptions are available. And because this is a company, we've got the option of accounting, payroll, and compliance. In this instance, I will choose to add Accounting Plus. Each time you purchase a subscription for a client, you will be able to earn Sage points for the practice. The more Sage points accumulated, the higher the level of discount is available. For example, by adding Accounting Plus, we're also adding 10 reward points. You can confirm these changes, clicking Confirm. We can also launch into the product from here, and you can also download any reports. It's very easy to amend the subscriptions if needed by clicking Manage Subscription. For example, if you need to add payroll for this client, select Payroll and then choose the relevant number of employees. Then click Update Pricing. That will give you an additional 10 reward points. It's also possible to cancel subscriptions from here. Once cancelled, those subscriptions can be reactivated within 6 months, but any reactivation would be at full price. Once you are happy with everything, select Confirm. Back in the client list, if you did need to make any changes, such as your business address, you can do so following these steps. Select Manage Business Account, select Business Details, make your changes, and then select Save. If you wanted to change the billing address associated with your account, you would then need to contact us. If you wanted to change your business name, only the subscription owner can change the business name. Other users will see this disabled. Get work done for clients. The client list. We will now explore in more detail the homepage of the client management application, the client list. Users can add folders to this list to group clients, which is demonstrated in the folder view. In the list view, users can see an alphabetical list of clients. Alongside the client's name, you can see the client folder that they belong to, their financial year end, if available, and their subscriptions. You can access the product by clicking onto it, and that will take you straight into the license itself. Back in the folder view, you can view them from within their folders. It is also possible to search for clients here, and you can add filters to narrow down your search. So here I will search for a specific client. To further narrow down my search, I can add filters. I can filter the client by product, type, country, and financial year. So here I will choose type, company, and apply to find the company clients from the client list. It's worth mentioning at this stage that this way of organizing clients into folders to group related clients together is a real differentiator. The folder view creates a hierarchical list of all the businesses and individuals that interact with the practice, clients, and contacts. Now that we've added an organization and an individual, we can go and look at this client record. The client record lets you find, view, and edit client details, including subscriptions, any compliance details, and optional add-ons. It's possible to switch between clients within the folder and view their details separately, and then simply go back to the client list by selecting the X from the top right to view and edit another folder. Client management also gives you the ability to add users to the platform and assign roles to them, so you and your colleagues can work together and access client data seamlessly. It's possible to add unlimited users. To add a user, from the right, hover over your practice's name and then click Manage Users. When in Manage Users, you can view your current users if you already have any. To add a new user, click Add User and then enter the user's email address. You'll then need to enter roles and permissions for them. The drop-down would specify the business and the product that they have access to, and then assign them with the appropriate role. You can select the level of access to give each new user. By clicking View Role, you can view the permissions of the selected role in more detail. Further down, tick the checkbox if you want the new user to be able to manage the subscriptions for all businesses, and then simply click Add User. Within the client record, a user can edit clients and contacts, add and edit comments, delete clients and contacts, or delete the folder entirely. If you have organizations or individuals who are contacts, it's possible to change their status to set them as a client. To do this, select Edit Details from within the contacts and amend the client type and select Save. A flag icon will then appear next to their name, and then if a folder contains multiple individuals, you can also mark one of them as a primary contact while keeping them as a client. Under Basic Details, you'll find the client's name and their contact details, and if you've already added the client's compliance details, they'll appear here as well. Comments. Another powerful feature is the Comments tile. This allows you to add and edit comments to update colleagues or leave reminders for yourself. From the right-hand side, select Add a comment. These comments are time and date stamped, and in the future, we'll be adding richer functionality which will evolve this feature into a true collaboration tool. Speaking of collaboration, I will now show you how easy it is to invite your clients to collaborate and work with you. This can be done from their subscription. Once we are in Accounting, access Settings from the navigation bar, scroll down and select User Management, and then click Invite User. Starting from the top, enter the email address for your new client. Now let's look at the access levels for a user. To have full access, including the ability to set up a new user and change the access levels, select the checkbox for System Manager. Alternatively, from the role drop-down, select the appropriate level Custom. This will allow you to select the specific areas you want your client to have access to or not have access to from the Advanced Permissions area. Once you're happy with the permissions that you've chosen, select Save. Once saved, the user will get an email inviting them to Sage Business Cloud. The first time a new user signs in, they're prompted to specify and confirm a password. Give advice. As the accountancy industry shifts to more advisory role, here at Sage we strive to equip you with advisory tools so you can give your clients in-depth insights to their businesses. To do that, click onto the client in question to access their license from within the client list. Alternatively, open up their record. For more actions, you can easily launch in the product by clicking Launch Product. If you just need to export financial reports for your clients, hover over Reports and then select the relevant one. That will then trigger a new tab to open directly to that report. And that will give you the insight your client would like to know, so you can give them the advice and direction they need. You can easily filter your report based on the client's requirement and also export it into a CSV or a PDF file. Get rewards. With Sage for Accountants, not only will you get the client management application free of charge, you also get Accounting Plus and payroll for 50 employees. In order to access the subscriptions your practice has for their own use, from the top right hand side, click Manage Business Account. This brings us to the business details. From here, you can also view and edit basic address and contact information for your practice. Now, to access the subscriptions your practice has purchased for use with your practice, click Business Subscriptions. You can see here that the client management application, Accounting Plus, and payroll over 50 employees is given here for free. You can also gain access to these by hovering over the top left hand side. You can easily toggle between these products. For more information on how to set up your free of charge accounting and payroll license, visit the Onboarding Hub. Rewards. Get the most out of your learning and rewards. Your dedicated Sage team. With Sage for Accountants, you're instantly part of the team. Your practice success manager and enablement specialist will be introduced to you on day one and will be there every step of the way with support, advice, and guidance. Onboarding Center. Whether you choose to self serve or get in touch for more help, our dedicated hub will be there with everything you need in one place, from onboarding guides to quick start videos and more. New learning pathways. Our expertly learning pathways ensure that you can step through Sage for Accountants, learning as you go. Our learning helps you to solve your everyday problems. We focus on your workflow rather than our products. Easy access to Sage University. Access Sage University directly from Sage for Accountants with single sign on. Digital credentials. As you complete learning, get rewarded with digital badges that you can share on your social media platforms and use to boost your directory profile listing. Discover Sage Champions. Discover and access Sage Champions directly from Sage for Accountants. Single sign on is coming soon. Complete challenges to achieve badges and earn rewards that you can redeem on the very same platform. Pay as you go, save as you grow. You can view on screen our simple pricing model. In a nutshell, with Sage for Accountants, you pay per subscription with simple client pricing. For any new subscriptions you add, you will earn Sage points. The more points you collect, the higher your practice discount and rewards you earn. The discount you earn will be applied across all your client subscriptions. Pay as you go, save as you grow. Each time you purchase a subscription of Sage Accounting, Sage Payroll, or Sage Compliance for a client, you will be able to earn points for the practice. The more Sage points accumulated, the higher the level of discount is available. If a practice earns enough points to earn them a higher level of discount, they will earn that discount for all clients moving forward, not just any new ones added. Sage points are awarded as follows. Accounting Start, you will gain 5 points. Accounting Standard, Accounting Plus, and all the tiers in payroll will gain you 10 points. Compliance for your business and for your individual will gain you 1 point. Support and training. In here, you can view information on how we can assist you further. We have a whole range of support available to you with our brand new Sage for Accountants Onboarding Centre, and you can find everything you need to know about the new platform in one place, including guides, videos, and webinars. Visit the Webinar Hub to browse and learn at your own pace and on your own computer. It's accessible 24/7, anytime and anywhere. Make the most of client management by reading the Getting Started guide in the Help Center. If you have any further questions regarding training and webinars, email the education team at accountant.education@sage.com. As part of the launch, we have worked with accountants and bookkeepers to evolve our products. Here you can read some of the key feedback. Thank you for attending this session on Sage for Accountants, and see you soon on another one of our sessions.